turn this on. Go to here. Okay. Hope you all are ready for today. As last time on Augon Renewal of Shadow, we picked up in the midst of the town in a bit of a crisis. As hailing rain poured down upon the town, the sound of the earth shook, and then a beam pillar of magic emanated from the south gate down that way. As mobilizing as quick as possible, the party rushed down toward the gate, where they already found a sight to see. The rain pouring down upon a battlefield at the gate, as kobolds and ogres attacked the gate of the city, killing many guards as they tried to push through and get inside the city, being led by what was a strange one-horned ogre that seemed to hone and control the power of lightning as he fought against you all. As you all fought with the guard and with Guard Captain Galtra against the assaulting force of ogres and kobolds, eventually overcoming them despite their obvious strengths. As you were able to fight back against them, not without cost though, as many guards lost their lives in the battle. As the fight drew to an end, the party met with Guard Captain Galtra and discussed what was happening, to find that there had been an attack on this gate, and allegedly there had been attacks at some of the others, though this gate assuredly got it the worst. After some deliberation, the party decided that it was going to be best for them to rush forward toward the cemetery, rush forward in the direction of the Bedouin Memorial Cemetery, where the arcane light emanated from. As the party, stealthing and moving as quickly as they can with that in the rain, moved forward as best as they could. As Josie was able to spot a entourage of ogres and kobolds making their way toward the south gate again on the way there, with the one-horned ogre of that group having a strange banner as well that she was unable to see the symbol on. But the party arrived at Bedouin Memorial Cemetery, entering inside through the gates, and seeing what they first thought to be a rather paltry guard for what was going on at the cemetery, as they just saw 2 Minotaur skeletons and then 2 normal skeletons, or it might have been 4 normal skeletons. Regardless, before the party could act and strike, the sound of wings tearing through the sky was heard as a massive skeletal dragon landed atop the crypt, the mausoleum, letting out a mighty roar and then jumping before the party as you all battled against the skeletal remains of this massive undead dragon. As, despite it being just bones, the magic clearly kept it was able to preserve some of the might of dragons nonetheless. As, one second. Did you guys hear the ringing sound of my AC? Because the string Now everything, the thing is fucked again. That's fun. Is there someone else in here now? Why is my thing different now? Huh. That's
because your video isn't on?
So weird. Is my video not on?
Nope.
Okay, I forgot to turn it on. That's why then. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. It's on the stream because the thing picks it up directly when it's on, not from the Discord, so that's why I was unsure. Anyway, I tried to fix the stream was hearing my air conditioner, but then it fucked my mic. So anyway, you guys fought against the mighty skeletal remains of the dragon that, despite being but skeletal remains, was still imbued with the power of dragons nonetheless, as it exhaled its powerful I don't remember what breath type it was. Might have been fire, might have been cold. No, I think it was fire. I don't remember. Anyway, you all fought against the creature as he blasted you all with the power of its dragon breath, and eventually were victorious over it, as you then rushed into the crypt to face off against whatever was happening inside. As you were making your way down the steps, you felt powerful magic in the air, and heard speaking, as you heard a voice you did not recognize speaking to what was clearly the Crypt Keeper, as he asked for him to undo the magic. At the Crypt Keeper's refusal, he then said there was no more use for him and ordered someone to take care of him, as you heard another deep voice affirm, and then the sound of a heavy shattering of a chest, as you all rushed inside and found the sight you see before you, with the Crypt Keeper now dead on the floor. As the Goliath man standing before you all, at the ready to strike out against you all, Gallic Imrek, a once hero of the Feywild, now wielding his powers for what you very clearly believe to be, from what you're seeing, evil, as you stand before him, as the hooded figure attempts to dispel the magic around the tomb, with stating before he began that it is difficult to unravel second magic, so it will take time for him to do so. As that is where we left off, with you all rolling initiative. As we will get back into it. Before we go any further, as I'm doing the music, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Things I left out in the recap that they think was important, that they would like to say?
Only one thing. On our way to before the fight with the undead dragon, I don't remember who, but someone sent message back to the guard captain about what was approaching.
Yeah, Astrid is sending.
Astrid did inform Guard Captain Galtra. But if that is everything about people's concerns and whatnot, of what was said or what wasn't said, we're going to get into it. As combat starts off with Carolina, of course, who is going to examine the situation. And since she is below bloodied, she is going to immediately first use her bonus action to drink her greater healing potion. That I also think she adamantly refused, I remember last time, to receive one. Bad roll.
We made her.
As one moment. My computer is not being happy with me about something. Okay. Bad roll from her on the heal, but she is above bloodied now at the very least. And after that, she is going to... Let's see. That was her bonus action as an action. She will not attempt to pull up into the battle just yet, as she is simply going to move to be behind this pillar, as she will hide behind it, giving her about half cover, and will use her short bow to take a shot at the big guy. The, Goliath man. As unfortunately, despite James not being here to roll, his luck with rolling will continue nonetheless, as a 11 will not hit. As that will be Carolina's turn.
E8 temp HP.
Okay. She got 1 temp HP. It rolled in secret for some reason. I did not press GR. I guess it is automatically GR. Anyway, before it goes to Silas, the Goliath man, Gallic, is going to take a legendary action, as he is going to rush forward, moving up 30 feet. And that would be him, as it goes to you, Silas.
Alright. First foremost, bonus action, gonna move spiritual weapon.
Was spiritual weapon still up?
Yes.
What is the duration of it?
A minute. I took 4 rounds.
Yes,
I took
we talked
4
about
rounds
it.
off it, just like you had me do for protection of good and evil and blades on. I got 5 rounds of it. Oh, 4 after this.
Got it.
But, that's how far I can move it. And then as an action, I'm going to attempt to cast Mind Sliver on Big Guy.
Okay. And what is that? A... what saving throw?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Roll20. That's helpful.
Intelligence. I see. Okay. Okay.
There. Oh, that's got riders on it. Shouldn't have.
He
riders
just
on it.
makes it.
Oh well, no damage, no effect. And I will move my movement to here. That'll be me.
Okie dokie. Remember your 1d8. Oh. Barrel, it goes to you.
Okay. Beryl's going to run up to meet the Goliath. And with tears starting to swell up in her eyes, she goes into a rage. Alright. Nice. I like that.
Okay.
And I will make 2 attacks at him, and whenever I am attacking him specifically, I will just declare now attacking non-lethally.
Okay.
So, first attack,
Will miss.
second attack.
Will assuredly hit.
And he is not undead.
Nope.
Okay.
As a reaction, as your damage goes off, though, you would see him just slam his hand against his chest, and his hammer would move up slightly, as you would see what looks like fey spirits rush around him, clinging to his body, seemingly absorbing some of the damage, as it appears 8 points of damage from your attack just does not go through.
Okay. That's me.
Okay. And do the necrotic damage and other damage and such. As the force damage seems to be less effective.
It's actually not force damage,
Okay.
because that was from the last rage. I forgot
Okay.
to change it.
And then I'll just say the necrotic damage seems to do nothing,
Okay.
as it does not seem to affect him. Okay, then if that's just normal weapon damage, it does not change, except, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As that is you?
That is me.
Alright. Later around, you would see this man begin to chant some more as he's just holding his hand out as the magic is, battling against something, it seems, as it's almost, whirling and writhing as if, fighting. It'll go to this Ghast, who will rush up next to Barrel, who is going to make a claw attack at Barrel. It's a 23. I'm starting off strong, apparently.
Yep, that hit.
Lunar Virtue, +4.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Alrighty.
Second.
Wait, +4?
Yeah.
You said 23?
Yes.
That just hits.
Alright. Then you'll take 14 slashing, and I need a Constitution saving throw. Radiant seems fully effective as it goes off and burns at the Ghast.
Constitution?
Yes.
Come on, roll 20.
You're good.
I'm not allowed to look at anything. I'm gonna reload it.
What are you trying to find?
No, it just won't show me the chat.
Ah, I see. That's annoying. Alright. As that will be that Ghast's turn as it goes to this one, who will rush up and do the same thing. As he would get flanking, so he will make his attack, but I don't believe an 18 will make it.
No.
As that'll be his turn. Before it goes to Gallic, though, he is going to take a legendary action, as he would look out at you as he sees the Fey magic swarming around you and the wild energy surge. He just shakes his head as he goes, "Disappointing to have to put down one blessed by the wild soul of the Fey. I am sorry for this." As he will raise his hammer up, the court's gavel, and he swings it down, as preemptively you move to defend yourself, expecting him to strike down at you, but in fact, he goes completely, wide of you, as he just goes completely down, slamming into the floor instead. As at first, he just slams into the ground, there's a slight rumbling where you are. And then you see the crack in the ground where he slams begin to erupt and surge with fey wild magic, and then in a blast out of 30 feet, you see just eruption in the ground as the earth tremors and shimmers afterward, as from Beryl, Carolina, Soul, and Isaac, I think that's everyone at the very least, let's double check that it's 30 feet. Yes, it is. I'm going to need a strength saving throw, Silas, yes. So from Carolina, Beryl, Soul, and Silas.
You said strength?
Yes. That's going to be a fail from Carolina. It's going to be a fail from Beryl. That's a natural 20, success. Fail still for, if it's, what are you saying?
Advantage.
Let me double check. That would be a success then, the 17.
Okay.
So fail from Carolina, success from Beryl, success from Silas, and a fail from Soul. As Soul and Carolina, the two of you take 22 bludgeoning damage, and you feel your legs give out beneath you as you both fall prone. And Silas and Beryl, you two would take half of the 22. As you do feel the eruption shake and hurt your legs somewhat as it goes off.
Bludgeoning damage, you said?
Bludgeoning, yes. Then, it goes to Gallic's turn, as he will then take his hammer, holding it up, and then slam his arm into his chest as you see Fey energy begin to erupt around him as he lets out a furious cry of anger. And then you see just Fey magic surge around him for a moment as one head of the court begins to glow. Which one shall it be? As you see the court head dedicated to the Summer Fey, a wooden headpiece that is made entirely of green wood, that's eyes are alight with fiery flame in it. Begins to alight with that Fey magic. As you see, surrounding him afterward is this emanation of heat and power coming off of him, as the essence of the Summer Fey seems to surround him. As he will then take his quartz gavel, swing it high, and is going to bring it down on you, Beryl. As that is going to be a 28, and I forgot to describe this as well. As he swings with reckless abandon, almost opening up himself to attack, to swing with more precision. As a 28 hits, I believe. Okay. And I need to see what this is. Summer Court. Okay. As it hits into you, you feel the might of the Summer Court flow through you. Its frightful power burning away at you, as I need a wisdom saving throw. That is going to be a fail. As you are now frightened of Gallic. As you look at him. And you are going to take some damage at the start of your turn while you are frightened. As the hit damage, you take 16 bludgeoning, 11 force, and then 3 fire damage.
Okay, hang on. So, what was the bludgeoning was 16, you said?
Yes.
So reduced to 8. How much was the force?
The force was 11.
Alright, I will use 2 charges of the orb to do absorb planar elements. Oh no, force is not on there.
It would not be. No.
Damn. Okay, then I will just use 1 charge for the fire damage.
How
much?
For normal absorb elements?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much was the fire?
It was 3.
Okay. Well, then I probably wouldn't do that.
It is the lowest amount of damage on there.
11. Yeah, I'll just take it.
Okay. And after he strikes into you, you are frightened of him as you feel fear rushing through you afterward. As where is fear icon? There it is. As he will look out across the back behind you, Beryl, afterward, as you see him rush, moving through his allies' square, and then moving to here, as it will provoke opportunity attack for you.
Yeah, I'll make an attack.
Okay. That would be a miss as you swing wide. Despite your advantage because of his reckless abandon, it will not hit. As he then rushes over toward Carolina, and you see him take the quartz gavel and go to slam it into her as well. As a 24 does in fact hit, as Carolina is going to uncanny dodge. So... halved minus 1. She is just barely alive after that one with the uncanny dodge, and she needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. That is a fail, as Carolina is as well frightened of Gallic afterward. And bonus action raged, swung twice. As that is Gallic Iramac's turn, as he slams his hammer into barrel, and you see fear surge through her, and then he rushes over to Carolina doing the same, as he stands tall there afterward. Josie.
Okay. Well. Gonna move to there. I'm going to bonus action move my hunter's mark to him.
Okay.
Because it's still up from outside.
Got it.
And then I am going to shoot him. Hopefully.
Okay. As you shoot, it misses. Then the second one does hit. As in his apparent rage now, the bullet does not fully pierce through his skin, but does make purchase, as you see some shallow blood come out and then the bullet fall to the ground, as it is going to be less effective.
Okay. That's what I expected. Is he a humanoid?
He is, in fact, a humanoid.
Oh my god. That's very exciting.
Alrighty.
But that is like me.
As you blast him with the gun, piercing through, not piercing through, but denting his skin slightly. Before it goes to Isaac, he would just speak aloud and go, "Fighting against it is futile. It is better to surrender yourself and make it quick." As it will go to you, Isaac.
Okay, bonus action, Ring of Eldrashire.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check that off. And Ring of Eldrashire has a -1 to all his saves. I will cast Hold Person on him at 3rd level.
Let me check something. Okay.
Oh, and also the second one would go to this boy.
To which one?
To this boy, to Barrel's left.
Okay.
So DC 17
He
-1.
does make it with a 23.
Son of a bitch.
As he does appear to have a wisdom to him. As let's see, the Ghast fails as he is held.
Okay. That's me.
Alrighty. Before it goes to Astrid, Gallic is going to take a legendary action, and he is going to attack Carolina. As he does crit. And I need to check something. Need to do some quick math. I don't think he
Use my
can...
reaction to take away the crit.
Sure. Either way, Carolina's going down, though. You could definitely tell that. If that changes anything.
Yeah, then I wouldn't have done it, sorry.
It's alright. Yeah, he can't one-shot Carolina, so she's not dead. As she smacks into Carolina offhandedly, and she just falls to the ground unconscious. And that is his legendary action, and then it goes to you, Astrid.
Okay, first off, we're going to get Carolina back up.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, Astrid is going to use Healing Word.
Alright.
And then as her action, she is going to call out both to Beryl and Carolina, "This is me, just let it happen." And she's going to cast Calm Emotions to get rid of their frightened effect.
You can do it to both of them?
Yes.
Alright. Attempt to suppress. And that is a concentration spell, so it just suppresses it and does not end it. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, that's how the spell works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're concentrating on that, and if... Okay. As Carolina and Beryl, you would feel your fear, end. Yeah, I guess that is an effect of the frightened, and as the fear ends, you feel the heat that was assuredly surrounding you, is not, burning, as hot. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I'll keep the marks on you two in case, the effect ends.
Should they still save at the end of their turns? In case it comes back.
I don't think it works that way, because I think the effect is suppressed, and that would mean everything's suppressed about it.
Okay.
Including any, like, additional save you could make.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. For the sake of continuing on, I'm gonna say yes, though, that it would
Okay, just
continue.
checking.
Alright. Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. As it'll go to the ogre zombie. As just rushing forward with reckless abandon, it is going to attempt to swing its Morning Star into Beryl. And does a 9 hit you, Beryl?
No.
Alrighty. As that would be a miss. As it would go to you, Soul.
Okay, who's looking really bad right now?
You, Carolina, Astrid, Beryl. Everyone is below bloodied. But you, Astrid, Carolina, and Beryl look the worst.
Alright. And she's going to go ahead and cast.
Silas is not bloodied though. But he's still Go ahead, sorry. What are you doing, Rogue?
Move. Sorry, she's gonna move here. Then cast a second level Cure Wounds on Carolina.
Okay. Got it.
And then she's. I'll use a reconstructive healing as well.
Okay.
And that would end up being her turn.
Alrighty. Just wait for the reconstructive healing, because it will inform her turn. Okay. And that is you?
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and take my greater healing potion.
Okay. Fair enough. As it will go to Carolina, who has a very different plan now, as she will draw her silvered scimitar. And let me check this. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. What else can I stack on top of there? Okay, she has that yet. Not flanking. Sorry if this takes a moment, I'm just checking everything she can do. As she is going to make her scimitar attack. Unbelievable. It's just sad. And I don't think there's anything she could do about that. I'm not going to use her inspiration because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, as that would be her attempt at an attack as she swings out, attempting to strike into him. And then we'll offer the help action out to the next person to attack Gallic. As before it goes to Silas, Gallic is going to take an attack at Soul with the gavel. With his legendary action, does a 21 hit, Soul?
Shield, no, it doesn't.
Okay. As the shield goes out, it beats against your shield, and you can feel the heat and the strength of the blow bitter against it as it almost flinks. You flinch and fall, but does miss then. Silas, it's your go.
Okay. First things first. Bonus action. Put my switch weapon to there. I'm gonna have to attack the held ghast.
Okay. That will hit, and it will be a crit.
Alright. It'll be not the I have no writer's check. I double checked, so I don't know.
I need the crit damage.
Actually,
It's a D8. Okay, as he is looking very bad.
and I'll move here and attack Gallic.
Alright, you would have flanking.
And advantage from the help action.
Yes, sir. 24 will hit. As you strike into him, you feel the heat emanating off of him seem to surge out and harm you, though, as you strike from his blessing of the court, as you do take what is 10 fire damage on hit.
10 fire damage. Okay. Alright. Try sneak and try to answer spikes.
Okay. Seems less effective, the slashing weapon damage. The psychic does seem to appear to do full damage, though.
Alright. Not the greatest roll on that. And I will free action mark him with Song of Assault.
Okay.
But that will be me.
Give me one moment, I'm doing quick math. Alrighty. And you mark him with Song of Assault. I don't need to give him a marking for that. Alright. Has no as many actions. Goes to Barrel.
Okay. I'll make one attack at the ghast on my right.
A 16 assuredly hits. As you slash into him and he falls to the ground dead.
Beautiful. And then my second attack. Oh, no, sorry, the one on the right.
Okay, not the held one?
No. I
Okay.
was going to attack the held one second.
Then the other one on the right's still up.
Okay. Yeah, then second attack on the one on my left.
Okay. The necrotic does not seem as effective on these ones. That hits. It dies.
That is my turn.
Okay. as the man at the tomb continues his chanting as he fights back against the magic. And that is what's going on. That's dead. This ghast is going to make a claw attack at you, Beryl. 16 does not hit, though. As that would be him. As it goes to Galak, who is going to look between the three surrounding him, and is then going to turn towards Soul, hold his gavel up as you see him charge it. As with his bonus action, you see what looks like all of the heads atop the gavel alight with power and fey magic as he goes to strike into you. -2 to attacks, so that would be a 24.
That still hits.
All right. As that is going to be 14 bludgeoning, 11 force, and then 3 fire damage. Then, as well as the bite of the hammer's heads shoot out into you as well, you take an additional... Where is it?
She's down.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter. As you go down.
I'll take my reaction from Song of Assault
Okay.
to attack him.
Go right ahead. That is a hit.
Minus... It's not subtracting riders after I uncheck them. Oh, no, that's correct. Sneaking my check. Never mind. No phantasmal spikes on that. Yeah.
Okay. Just do the thing really quickly. Almost subtracted from your HP. That would have been awkward. Sorry, this is taking a minute. He just does take full damage from some of the things you're doing. As you strike into him as he brings Soul down, and then you see him just look over Soul, raise his hammer up again, and go to finish her off as he brings the hammer down. I don't think a 20 actually hits you, though, Soul.
If shield is still up, then no.
I don't think shields goes down with you going down. I think it remains.
What doesn't hit?
So as it slams into Soul, and you all expect to hear a crunch, instead you just see the ground beneath Soul crack a bit, and nothing else happen as the shield holds it off. As he just goes, lifts the hammer back up, and that is both his attacks and bonus action. As that is Galak. As it goes to you, Josie.
Okay. Okay. I am going to continue to less than effectively shoot at him.
Better than no effectively shooting at him.
Correct. For the first shot, I'm going to use the cloak to get advantage on it.
Okay. That will hit. Those are always the worst times to use resources to get advantage, when it rolls the first one.
It's alright, it gave me more damage.
That's true.
And then second shot.
Okay, that will not hit. As you will shoot and just miss, hitting into the corpse of the dead ghast instead.
Get broken.
Oh, is it?
Gun
So it wouldn't
frickin'.
even shoot, it would just jam.
Ugh! This fucking gun has been disappointing the hell out of me. Okay, well, that's fine. Bonus action, I'll take an offhand shot.
Okay. 19 will not hit, unless you have advantage.
I do not.
That will not hit then, as you will miss. Before it goes to Isaac. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Before it goes to Isaac, he is going to take a legendary action. As looking down at Soul still, he instead takes the hammer in one hand and swings backward toward Silas. As Silas does a 29 hit you.
Most definitely not. I have an AC of 39. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
No, it hits.
As he offhandedly swings behind him, smacking into the side of your chest as you take 14 bludgeoning, 8 force, and 3 fire damage.
14 bludgeoning. What force?
8. And then 3 fire. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Takes 8 fire. Hitting me while I have the electric.
Okay.
Ward of the electric cord up.
Does not seem as effective as it burns away at him.
But wisdom saving, alright.
That is a fail! Actually, wait. DC isn't that high, so the 4 could matter. No, that is a fail. As you are frightened and you feel a burning heat eating away at you.
Alright.
As now it is your turn, Isaac.
Fuck. First attack, Eldritch Blast at this ghast next to Barrel.
Got it.
First shot.
That'll hit.
Oh, why did I do that? 15 damage.
Eldritch Ire doesn't apply to him, though, because he's not Eldritch Ire, does he?
Oh, well... Oh, you're right, it doesn't. So far, sorry, 14.
That's alright. Funnily enough, that is still enough, as you blast him through the chest and he falls to the ground dead. As his he had 13 HP. I was being pedantic because technically Eldritch Ire only applies to a single target.
Yeah. Then, second attack at Galric.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
17 will unfortunately not hit. As it goes flying past him.
Then, free action, or I guess, I'm not sure if it's a free or a bonus action, but, Veil of Stars.
Doesn't say, so I believe it is a free action.
Okay.
As with that missing, he speaks up before it goes to Astrid. Assuming that's your turn, Isaac.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
As he just says, "There is no fairness or justice in this world anymore, it seems. I can tell you all are strong, yet it likely took much power for you to get here. This would have likely been different if you came here at your full strength. A shame indeed." Goes to you, Astrid.
Okay, first off, Astrid, bonus action, she's going to cast Healing Word, upcast level 2 for Soul.
Got it.
Get her up. And then, the way Calm Emotions works is that it's each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere. Could I extend it to Silas, or is it only at the time of casting?
It's only at the time of casting.
Okay, no problem. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do Counter Charm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start playing music, and that will at least give him advantage on a fright saving throw.
Okay.
And that's Astrid.
That is your action and bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, seeing Soul get up, he will take a legendary action, but will not go for Soul. He will go for Silas again, as he will swing with the Court's Gavel. As that is going to be a 17 this time, though, as he rolls exceptionally bad and misses. So that is him. And then it goes to the zombie ogre, who mindlessly tries to bring its morning star down upon you, Beryl, and an 18 I do not believe hits, so he misses.
Yep.
As it moves to you, Soul, probably would have been better off swinging at you with his legendary action.
Alright then. She's going to use her bonus action to okay, can't do that. She's going to use her bonus action to cast Sanctuary. Wait. Okay, sorry. First, she's going to stand up first. Panicking a little bit. Yeah, striking at it and will do nothing.
What are you doing?
Bonus action Sanctuary. That's it.
Can you link Sanctuary very quickly?
Sorry.
Is Beacon of Hope still up?
No, but Beacon of Hope is not up.
Okay, just checking.
Neither is Explosion of Life.
Okay. Needed to see something specifically about it, and yeah, okay. That was your bonus action?
That's all she can do for now.
That was... Didn't use your action for anything?
She doesn't want to hurt herself, no.
Okay. Do. That is going to be you. And it'll go to Carolina, who, let's try this again, is going to try and swing and hit Gallic. As truly I'm hoping that she does for you guys. And she does with a 26 as she swings out and hits. And let's see that everything is set up well. For some reason, she does not have this. Well, 1 second, actually. Okay, no. That's not how it works. As she strikes out, she shoots her blade out toward his leg, going for the side of his ankle to try and cut a deep wound into him. As do. Of course, she rolls abysmally on the sneak attack damage. She is going to cunning riposte him, as she will be rended. And then he will as well have his leg carved a bit open by her strike, as he is now, thank you for doing that, computer, while I was trying to do that, walking wounded. Alrighty. As I need to roll damage again, ignoring the rider. No, another 4. Okay. As that will be Carolina. Though she will, as a bonus action, give the help action to the next person to attack Gallic. Silas.
As per walking wound, is he prone or?
He would fall prone, yes.
So it gives me 2 forms of advantage and 1 form of disadvantage.
So you'd have advantage.
Alright.
It is the start of your turn, though, correct? And you're frightened by him?
Yes.
Okay. As you feel the flame eating away at you, and you take 11 fire damage as you feel your blood boiling.
Okay. Still up. Action. Gonna take a swing at him.
Alrighty.
And a panic swing at that.
So you have advantage, and then you have
+2.
+2. So that is a 20, and that is going to miss.
20 misses. Okay.
Yep.
That is the best I have to offer for that situation with Styles being panicked. Full health. Right to the guy.
What are you doing, Ben?
Bonus action, disengage.
Okay.
Actually, no, he won't. Just skip all that. He's just gonna face step.
Okay.
Here.
As you move to there. And is that
Does he
you?
get a save now?
Yes, you will get a save at the end of his turn now.
And you have advantage.
As you get to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm sorry, though, you did take damage on attacking him. So I just remembered that. No, you didn't hit. You didn't hit. You can make your save, though.
I did not hit.
Yeah, go ahead. Your save. Wisdom save at advantage. 24 will make it.
Okay, it's no longer.
You are no longer frightened, and the flames is not eating away at you.
Since he's not frightened, release a calmed breath. Looking over a barrel, go, I've got this one if you want to help them with him.
And is that you?
It's me.
Okay. Barrel.
Okay. I'm just double checking a general rule here. No more than once. Larger.
What are you checking?
I'm trying to shove the ogre 5 feet away from me.
So you want
Using
to...
my
One of your attacks, you're going to make a shove attack. So that's
Yeah.
athletics versus his athletics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I get advantage from raging.
You just beat him as he rolled an 18. You rolled a 19 as you shove him back 5 feet.
7, but yeah. And I will move to here.
Okay.
Making my second attack against Gallic.
Okay. That is a crit.
I'm going to apply a Bite of the Wilds.
Okay. And he is going to reduce the damage again with his reaction.
Me. The one that doesn't do any fucking damage to him.
Is it necrotic?
Yeah.
Oh!
Motherfucker.
That's rough.
That sucks. Okay. Well, it still, I think, eats at his AC, so... I believe that's what it does. Let me double check.
They
Not
can't benefit from healing.
And takes 0 necrotic damage. Jesus, and that's max too. God damn it. Oh, that sucks. Okay, fine.
That is a shame.
That's a real big bummer that I wasted that. That was my last one of that. Okay. I'll just uncheck the any of the things that do necrotic damage on it.
It's a smart idea.
So it's the rage damage. He's not undead. Literally just the damage and rage.
Alright. Let's get the damage.
He is. Oh wait, and he is marked for death. He doesn't take any additional.
Nope, he does not.
Because it's all fucking necrotic.
Correct.
Fuck me. All right. Well, that's me.
And the damage is reduced by... Oof.
God.
11.
Wow. I feel so useful.
As you strike out against him, and it, again, despite your strong arm behind it, the face spirits beat away at the blow, and his thick hide, in conjunction with your use of necrotic there, just does not cut through. As he does sigh afterward, and continues to have this solemn look on his face going about. And that is you?
Yeah, I want to know what the fucking damage would have been.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
As you see, the figure in robes shooting his hand out still at the front, starts to roar out something in a language that I'm not sure who speaks or not. I think someone speaks it here, so people link their languages really quick. That's not true. I could just say, in Draconic, does someone speak Draconic?
Soul does.
Yep.
And Silas, okay. As you would hear him barking out something in Draconic as he just glares toward the magic as he goes, "You kneel to me! Second magic bows to the inheritor of the dual..." Sorry? No. "Second magic bows to the inheritor of the twin dragon's blood." As you see, the magic around the tomb is surging and is beginning to fizzle out. But that is his legendary action. This goes to... not legendary action, it's the lair action. As it goes to Gallic. As he turns to look toward you, Beryl. As he pulls his hammer up. As he just goes, "I am sorry, young one." As he swings out toward you. Swinging with reckless abandon. With a 27.
Yeah.
Does the -2 matter there?
No, it's
No.
27. I think you guys are a bit of ways before a -2 will matter for a 27 for some of you.
Yep.
As that is 17 bludgeoning, 7 force, and 3 fire.
Down.
As you fall down,
I'll reaction attack him.
you're going to teleport and attack?
Yep.
Alrighty. You would have taken damage before on hit barrel, but because I forgot that, I'm just not going to do it right now. That does hit Silas.
Okay.
And you are going to take 9 fire damage on hit.
Ooh.
Are you Phantasmal spiking him?
Yes, I am. I said I did it earlier, but it didn't roll the damage dice as I look back, which is why I'm doing it now.
I see.
My writers were messing up. It wasn't letting me add or subtract writers. Or the page, and now it's working. So, beyond the damage right there, it won't matter unless he moves physically from the square he's in. I am not staying, though. I'm going back.
Okay. Though you did a hefty chunk of damage to him as you cut across his chest, and you leave a deep cut, opened, bloodied wound as he begins to leak blood from it, as he is clearly bloodied after that strike. As looking down at it, he would simply go, "Huh." And then bring his gavel down atop Beryl. With a 28.
Yep.
That is 2 death fails. As he slams it into you. Though with your hardy form, you are not killed outright by it. And does he have anything else he can use? No, and he has no reason to do that right now. That'll be him. As it goes to Josie.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing?
Okay. I'm going to move up to here.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Smart move.
on Beryl. At 2nd level. Oh, sorry about the 5 damage.
As Beryl dies.
Sucks. I always knew it would be at my hands. And then I'm going to move up to here.
Okay. As you are brought back up, Beryl. And is that you?
That is.
Okay. Before it goes to Isaac, with that happening, he's still going to take his legendary action, but he will direct his attack toward... No, I'll do Beryl still. That is a 14, though. He is not benefiting from that currently, because he was not recklessing. As that is his legendary action. Wow, bad roll. So, Isaac.
First, I would like to Mind Sliver him.
Okay.
DC 17 minus 1.
He does fail.
So, 1 psychic, 10. I'm sorry, 1 force, 10 psychic.
Well, you can't exactly tell with this, but I'll give it to you anyway. The force damage does not seem as effective.
Okay.
Psychic does full damage, though. As he starts to bleed again.
And I believe that's all I can do at the moment. That is, I don't have a bonus action of any sorts.
And that's you?
Yes.
Okay. Before it goes to Astrid, he'll take legendary action, and he is going to swing toward Soul.
Wisdom save DC 15.
Yep, that's what I'm doing first. Does make it with a 26, but he does miss his attack with a 16, which is astounding, frankly. As Astrid, it's you.
Seeing Beryl have just gone down, Astrid's going to begin to mutter Sylvan under her breath, and she is going to cast Infernal Moon Curse at the Goliath.
Okay. And this is your first time. Is this your first time casting it with that item?
No, I did it before,
Okay,
but
just wanted to make sure.
did it just not go?
It did not. There you go. DC 16. Con save.
And if he makes it, I'm using my inspiration to force him to reroll with disadvantage.
Does make it, I will make him reroll at disadvantage. He does make it with disadvantage on the reroll as well.
Okay.
The first roll was a 19, then the second roll was a 21 to 23. 21 did make it.
Yeah. So he is lifted into the air by sinister radiance, which then drops him after it does the damage.
And it just does the damage, correct?
Yes, just does it. If he failed, he would have taken it again and been paralyzed.
Yeah. Okay. As he takes that damage, and he looks pretty bad after that, actually. As he does go. Just lets out that noise, that's it.
I didn't hear the noise.
Okay, just made like an exhale of breath.
Okay. And then as her bonus action, she's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Beryl.
Okay. It'll go to the ogre zombie, who's going to try and Morningstar Silas. Silas does 22 hit.
First and foremost, was it at disadvantage? Because this is my last round of protection from good and evil.
It is not, so it is a 9. So he does not hit, and that is his turn. As it goes to Soul.
Soul will cast Beacon of Hope, affecting all of her allies.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as a bonus action, she's going to use Mantle of Flame.
Okay. And is that you?
That's her turn.
Alrighty. So it goes to Carolina, who is going to take a strike with her scimitar. And she will hit. As that's good. Good hit. Let's see how good the damage is, my friend. Some things never change.
That's the exact same roll.
Correct, it is, isn't it?
It was slightly less because of the standard damage.
That's him! Her. Silas.
Alrighty. So bonus action, drinking a greater healing potion,
Okay.
which is max because of beacon, correct?
Yes.
Health and I'm going to give myself advantage with from the brooch
Okay.
and attack the ogre.
Alrighty. That is a miss. Actually, no, that hits. That hits. I forgot what you were attacking for a minute.
That's a pathetic roll, though.
It's
All
still.
right. More importantly, it allows me to sneak attack at the really sad advantage.
Alrighty. Is that you?
I'm gonna position myself to there. Do a real quick measurement. Yep, that's me.
Okay. Barrel.
Okay. Attacking Gallic. Was Carolina offering the help action?
Yeah, she would have.
Okay.
She didn't use her bonus action for anything else. That'll hit.
Bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
that is bad.
It's bad.
Is that you?
Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
That's a miss.
Bad. Don't think I have any other bonus actions.
Do you have any healing potions?
All out.
Alrighty.
That's me.
Okay. So it goes to the 20 round. Let me roll something. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I completely forgot this. I had inspiration from Astrid, didn't I?
Did you?
No. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a D8.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it on that second attack. I'm sorry.
Okay. Alrighty.
21.
Just hits. And he will use his reaction for the shield as he takes no damage.
Oh my fucking god! All right. Cool. Bye.
Oh, that one's rough. You're not getting good rolls on those with weapon die. All right.
That weapon relies on the necrotic damage.
Yeah. You've encountered the Phoenix Sorcerer vs. Red Dragon problem here. as it goes to the 20 round, those of you looking toward the hooded figure would see him glance back for a moment as he is in the midst of his work. As he glances back for a moment and goes to turn back, but then stops, and then turns back and looks again as he just stares at the badly wounded Gallic. As in Draconic, those of you that speak Draconic just hear him growl out and go, "Fucking useless!" As he then takes his other hand and unfurls the robe down the side, as you see him lift his arm up, completely visible to you all now, what is the arm of a black-scaled, almost, a white-scaled, almost sickly reptilian arm with what looks like black markings on the back that emanate powerful magic, like large carvings of runes and such on the back of his arms. As he speaks aloud in common as he goes, Iramak, do not play games any longer. You are to take care of this. Unfurl the power of the gavel, you useless dolt. As you would see one of the black furlings on the back begin to wither away and just burn away at the back of it as if completely gone. As he would just retch in pain, you'd see, as he begins to hold the gavel high up after. As that is the 20 round. As it will go to Gallic, as he will raise the gavel high in pain as he does, as he just sighs and says, I do not wish to do this. I am sorry. As he is going to have the front face of the Summer Court begin to emanate powerful, powerful magic that surges out in flame and then shoots out toward...
Is this a spell?
It would be, but it would not be able to be counterspelled because of it being activated from an item, because it's an activate item instead of casting a spell.
Gotcha.
As, let's say... It is a good question, though. That is the rule I run with, generally. As, dancing from the spell and shooting into this area here, a blast of flame then emanates out like a ball of fire. As I need dexterity saving throws from everyone but Silas. Okay. Carolina, I need to roll. Damn. Okay. Barrel, that is a fail. Isaac, that's a success. Josie, that's a success. Soul, that is a success. Astrid, that is a success. And that is a fail from Carolina. As those of you that fail take 29 fire damage, and those of you that succeed take half of that, so 14. As that is halved already for Carolina.
I'm down.
Okay. As you go down. What's up?
Absorb elements.
Sure. Is that, are you... Okay.
That'd be it. 1.
So that was 14 to those of you that succeeded. As that is... It's bonus action. As his action, he then turns to Carolina and will swing an attack. That will hit.
What's her AC? I need to know.
Her AC is 17.
Would a 4 make a difference?
The attack was a 22, so it would not.
No. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
It's alright. It's a fair question. As she would be... Let's see. Will uncanny dodging make a difference? It will. As she will uncanny dodge, and she will not go down. And then he will swing again toward Soul after that. 21 Soul.
Does he pass a
Seal.
sanctuary?
Oh yeah.
Let me roll that.
Thank you.
Yes, he does.
Would a 4 make a difference?
Yes.
Yes.
Then Astrid
Wait.
would use Lunar Virtue.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't. I don't have shield up, but shield just on its own would protect me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So no Lunar Virtue?
No need.
Then ignore that 10 Radiant.
Okay. I'll do that. And is that him? Bonus action. Yep, that is him. Josie.
Okay. I heard he looks bad. How bad does he look?
Pretty bad.
Okay. Well, we'll switch to the rifle. I'm going to use the cloak again to gain advantage on this.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how this goes.
Miss.
That's a shame.
It is, isn't it? It's a crit.
How does the bonus damage interact with extra attack from using the cloak?
It's only on the attack that you were putting the
That's what I
advantage on.
thought. That's what I figured. It's okay.
Unfortunately.
It's okay. A crit's a crit.
That did not do what I wanted it to do properly. Thank you. Okay. As you blast him, still up.
Yeah, he would be. That is all I can do.
He's going to take his legendary action after your turn, and he will take a swing at Carolina. Actually, wait, no. Sorry. He will not do that. He'll take his legendary action as he will slam his hammer into the ground again in front of him, as he is going to rupture the ground, as from Soul, Astrid, and Isaac, I need strength saving throws. That would be the smartest thing for him to do. It's going to be a fail, Astrid. It's going to be a success, Isaac, and it's going to be a fail, Soul. As those of you that fail are knocked prone and take 20 bludgeoning. You're not in a barrel.
Oh, okay.
It's just these few. And those of you...
Astrid down.
Okay. So then Calm Emotions drops as well.
Soul's down too.
Okay. And those of you that succeeded take half of 20. So 10. That's legendary action as it goes to you, Isaac.
Okay. He has -1 to saving throws. He also has a -D4 to saving throws. I am going to use the empowered sign of Ill Omen. I am sure.
Okay.
It is a DC 18 because it has a +1 to it. So yeah, DC 18 -1 -1d4.
Yes. What is
Sorry,
the
I
save?
just- it's a charisma save.
charisma save. Okay, he will fail.
Oh, thank God.
As the magic goes off, your foul magic envelops him. As you see his nose just leak blood as he goes to fall, tumbling to the ground. But as he does... Yep, I gotta roll this. Yeah. As he goes to fall, his leg catches himself. As just standing completely still for a moment, his head rises up again. As with the foul magic emanating from him, you can assuredly tell he should have gone down. He should have died there. But what did not fall. As he returns back to Decimount. As he still looks like he's on death's door. And he just speaks out after and goes, "Even your cursed magic will not be enough. I'm sorry, young one."
Does my bracelet proc or anything?
Your bracelet
Yeah, it has a secret protection thing I don't know about.
did not proc.
So I can't tell you if it procs.
I would tell you if something happened with that.
Okay.
As after falling down, he stands back up. But the effects of Sign of Ill Omen still affect him.
Yeah, you want me to link it?
It's there in there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let me just double check. Sorry. I'm gonna give him a penalty to attack rolls.
No, he gets the penalty to attack. Oh, no, you pick when you cast the ability or attack rolls. Okay. Target on fail gains a penalty to one saving throw or attack rolls. Oh, I see. Okay, so giving a penalty.
Do you want me
to
to link you?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
One.
That's fine.
Okay. So for 30 seconds, 5 rounds, they have disadvantage on all attack rolls. And I'm just gonna link this just so I know.
Sure.
Okay. That's me.
As the lines of eldritch power drawn across their body goes to Astrid. Yeah, he used 2 legendary actions. Astrid, I need a death saving throw. You make 1 success. Goes to the ogre, who is going to make an attack at Silas. It's a natural 1, so you can do your the attack if you'd like, or try to make an attack. If you want to use a free reaction for a dex save and then attack him. Ben?
Alright.
Okay. Already rolled his. That makes it. As you get an attack, it'll probably hit, but let's see.
+4 doesn't make it?
No, it makes it.
Okay.
You get an attack. That hits.
No sneak attack. No mind strike, just sword.
Alrighty. As that is him. Soul, I need a death saving throw. You make it. This goes to the top of the round. I need to pee. So you guys are probably going to hate me for saying this, but we're going to take a 5-minute break here. As we will be back in 5 minutes at 8:55 for the continuation of the fight. Alright? As, Boom. As we move back to the game. As it goes, it's Carolina. She will make a scimitar attack. And hit. As he will go down. And I have to roll something. As he goes to go down and then rises back up again, despite the wound. As Carolina just stares at that, but also takes damage at attacking him. So, let's see. Yeah, Carolina, I have to have that because it's fire, because she's a tiefling. Carolina goes down as she falls to the ground unconscious after striking him. That is her turn. Silas.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, it's the last turn of it, might as well utilize it. Bonus action, spiritual weapon to there and have it attack him.
Okay.
God, I don't want to kill him, but Silas doesn't give a shit. And thank you, Roll20, for reloading my character sheet. I appreciate the circles.
Hate it when that happens. 12 on it.
I don't think a 12 hits.
Nope, does not. Did you not hear me? Huh?
I didn't hear a response, but I did hear you right then. So.
Yeah, no, 12 didn't hit.
Well, shit. Doesn't even matter how bad the ogre's looking right now. Gonna. Well, let's hope the major abilities taught me well. I'm going to, at second level, cast Insinuation on the robed individual.
Sure.
Which is... Wisdom save. Yeah.
Alright. What does the spell do? Can you link it?
Ignoring riders, obviously. Yeah, I can link it. I mean, incapacitate him if he fails.
He rolls a 25.
They didn't fail, so he just takes half the psychic damage, the 3. Half of 3! Well, no, because it upcasted. So half of 14, so 7.
And the psychic actually, surprisingly to you, does not seem as effective on him.
Oh, shit. Okay, it messes with him at all?
No, he continues. Well, let me roll something. It's not a high DC, but I will have to roll it. Yeah, he continues his actions with the magic before him.
Yeah. Alright, well, going to... look back at 4 people on the ground.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
Saska, look over to Josie. Big guy in robes.
You muted, Karina.
Josie has absolutely no mental capacity to answer any strategic questions at this exact moment.
Okay. Go that route then. Alright. Going to... Go up to 60. The way. So I'm gonna give an opportunity attack to the ogre and start heading towards ropes.
Sure. That is a... Oh boy. Nat 20 on that one.
Ogre got a nat 20?
Yep.
Joy.
19 bludgeoning.
Okay. It's me.
Okay. Barrel death saving throw. That is one success. As it goes to the lair round, the man in front of the tomb holds his arm out, magic surging still, as he just screams out in Draconic. He goes, "Enough!" And he swings his arm to the side as the magic makes a shattering noise as if glass breaking, as it completely fades. As the magic of the tomb fades and the tomb's lid slides slightly. Has letting out a deep breath and clutching his chest after as he just goes... Afterward, he then takes his arm and presses it to the side of the tomb lid. As you see him unable to slide it off fully, he goes... And then magic surges through his arm as he just slams it into the side of the tomb lid. As it falls off, falling over onto the side and shattering as the stone collides with the ground. As he then stands high and looks in to the tomb. As there is a moment of silence, and then in a cry of rage, he just calls out in common and goes, "Why is there nothing in here?" As he then just slams his hand onto the side of the tomb and just lets out a cry of anger. As he does, the robe falls a bit as the robe covering his head drops as you see the individual beneath the hood. As you see what looks like a sickly, white-scaled, dragonborn man. His eyes glow a faint green, and he has what looks like two horns protruding off his back. He is dressed in this black robe as he stands before you all, and again, he looks sickly as he stands there. As he looks frail and very sick as he looks toward the tomb. And in fact, with the robe lowered, you can see what looks like blood on his lips, as if he was just coughing up blood while he coughed before. As he just looks inside the tomb and is just wide-eyed, shocked as he is, stunned, thinking for a moment. As do. Just changing the music very quickly. Apologies for that.
You did say he looked like he was like considering things.
He's thinking, like deep in thought, as he's just staring wide-eyed at it, like obviously absolutely shocked by the lack of something inside the tomb.
Seems we're all having a bad day. Would you care to consider making a deal?
He stands there for a moment, unmoving, as if he didn't hear you. And then turns to look to you. As he goes, "The paltry mage that attempted to interrupt my ritual speaks to me instead of just dying.
The old man back there's in a bad way. You look in a bad way. We're in a bad way. So, you didn't get what you wanted, despite the efforts you went to. So why don't we all call it a day?
As you speak, he raises his hand up as just this surge of magic comes through his hand, immaculate and mighty, as he just points it out toward you as a black orb of pure, just this thin black ray shoots out that way, directly at your feet, not hitting you, as the ground beneath your feet turns to dust as you speak, as he just glares at you and goes, I do not like when someone who is very clearly in a position that is not good speaks as if they are on the same platform as me, you paltry mortal. Do not speak to me as if we are the same, or as if you know anything.
You just broke second magic. We're not on the same field. However, I don't think you have anything to gain for continuing this with us.
I also have nothing to lose. As he turns to look to the corpse of the Crypt Keeper, as he goes, this is your workings, you paltry man, as he just kicks the side of the corpse. I will get what I want from you. As you see him hold his hand up as magic begins to move around the Crypt Keeper. As he will look out towards Gallic and goes, you are being completely useless, holding back against creatures for sentimental means. We will talk about this. As he holds his staff high, and technically this would be in the out of initiative category going forward, is anybody going to stop him? Or, like, go up against him as he starts walking forward towards Gallic? With the body in tow being pulled by what looks like strange dark green magic that emanates from the ground with what looks like green draconic arms dragging the corpse as he moves.
The corpse of the Crypt Keeper?
Yes, it's being dragged behind him.
I'm stepping aside. I'm just keeping a keen eye that, if he makes a move towards Josie, then Silas is going after him, but otherwise he's staying out of the way.
Would we still need to be in initiative? Is anyone going to do anything?
Literally can't.
Nope. I'll have to stop him.
Okay. As he walks. Then walks more. Past the ogre, who also does nothing, as he is completely stopped. As he just moves, that was weird. Moves toward Gallic, as he looks at Gallic and he goes, oh, you stupid man. There will be consequences for you, clearly, holding back. As he grabs onto Gallic's shoulder, as he then holds his arm high as magic begins to surge from him. Are any of you going to do anything as the magic does?
Immediately after they're gone, if they're going, but no.
Well, you don't know what they're doing yet, but just asking if anyone's doing something while he's doing this.
Do you want us to keep making death saves?
Not quite yet. I'll do that. Okay. I'll have back-to-back things for the round after.
Okay.
As if no one does anything, immaculate, powerful magic surges from him, and almost in a blink of an eye, he's surrounded by arcane blue magic, and then vanishes out of existence with both the corpse of the Crypt Keeper and with Gallic, as three of them vanish. And as it vanishes, the zombie ogre lets out a as it just falls to both knees and then falls to the ground in a thump. As Isaac, you can roll me history with advantage, as this pertains to some Raven Queen knowledge you would have gotten from the book, with the undead falling. Sorry, not Isaac. I'm so sorry. You could roll too, Isaac, but I'm supposed to give your Silas an advantage. Yeah, no, you do get to roll too, though, Isaac. You might know this through your studies.
Okay.
Isaac, with your roll, you know it's strange for an undead to just collapse without the caster dying. Silas, with your roll, you know that if the creator of an undead in a simple manner travels to a different plane, then the undead will likely not function anymore.
But it requires going to a different plane.
Depending, yeah. As they vanish, and initiative ends, before anything, I will get death saves from people who need them first, as I will roll Carolina's. That's a success. Barrel is 1 fail. I need Soul and Astrid. A fail. And a fail. Okay. As each of you have 1 death fail. As what do you all that are up do?
Josie's going to go up to Astrid. She will cast Cure Wounds on her.
Silas will run over and give a greater healing to Soul.
Okay.
Then
Isaac will just collapse on the ground.
Then Josie will run up and give just a basic healing to Beryl.
Okay. As those folk would get their healings.
Soul.
And the frightened effect, if you'd still be under a barrel, is ended by that point. So that was healing to Astrid, Soul, and Barrel, correct?
Yes.
So as of this moment, Carolina has not been healed.
If
Go ahead, sir.
I would.
Hmm?
Sorry,
Silas?
go.
Soul, go ahead.
if she gets the chance to act, she'd reach over and cure wounds. Carolina.
Yeah, you'd get the chance to do that before she has to roll anything else.
She'll use her last reconstructive healing.
Okay. As each of you is healed back to awake, as you are brought back up. Beryl, I believe you had 2 death fails at some point during this combat. You have a level of exhaustion as you rise back up, as per the house rule that had not been really used until now.
Okay.
As you feel sore and exhausted as you rise back up after.
Does anyone have any more potions?
What happened?
Does anyone have any more potions? We'll get to that.
I'm out.
Isaac?
Not on me.
We are completely out of potions as it stands currently.
Beryl looks frantically around. Is everybody all right?
But he's
Everybody's okay?
alive. Except for the Crypt Keeper.
Where is he? Where did they go? What happened?
This robed individual who can break second magic and chose to threaten me with what I would have to surmise was 5th circle of stronger magic.
Did you deserve
Instead
it,
of,
though?
I'm sorry.
Did you deserve it?
Is that really a question right now?
Y- I'm a little irritated, so yes, and I'm going to take it out on you.
You were kind of taunting him.
I was attempting to
See?
negotiate a deal with him. I didn't taunt him.
You were
If
being
I
smart about it.
presented the situation as us begging, it was going to get nowhere. No matter what. I attempted to posture due to the weak state his ally was remaining in after your magic, Isaac. And the fact that he appeared to have wounded himself breaking second magic. I was attempting to save all of your lives. Sounding or coming off a bit irritated. Isaac. Silas is going to go over to the opened crypt.
Open tomb.
Tomb.
There's nothing inside, as per before.
I'm reaching inside and touching the bottom and feeling around.
Did you touch the bottom? It, feels like a stone bottom.
I'm assuming like the light and shit is gone.
After the second magic broke, the lights would have went out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand up and move towards the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check the urn that the lily was in?
As you check the urn and you look inside, there is a withered husk of what would have been a flower inside.
I don't understand.
He broke second magic barrel.
I don't know what that means. You can say it all you want.
The magic that protected the flower and this tomb. He broke it. It's gone. The flower that was long past its time is also gone. And he didn't get what he wanted because it was already empty. Like the last time we were here. Jake, can I check for like any like hidden impresses or anything?
Can roll investigation. Ben? There we go. You feel as though there isn't any as you investigate.
So whoever took the body is not in league with them.
Beryl just takes the urn that she's holding and shatters it across the wall.
The inheritor of the twin dragon's blood. That's what he called himself. Sorry.
I have no idea what that means, do you?
Not a clue.
Can I roll history or no?
It's nothing that any of you would know.
Sal sits down crisscross and looking frustrated.
Look, we just need to leave. We still gotta get home, and I'm not having any of y'all die in this tomb and it's going to be a slow walk back because we got to be as careful as we do to not run into any danger.
Don't you think it best if we took a rest? Just a short one? I don't think we're in any condition to face more ogres if they're at the gate.
You should take an hour of reprieve. We are good to no one right now.
Could we take it somewhere else, though? In, like, the woods, perhaps?
We're less likely to be attacked here.
It's defensible here. There's only one way in, one way out.
It sucks in here.
It does, but...
Besides, Casta left this plane. So more than likely, whatever machinations he had going have ceased.
Beryl starts walking out. Doesn't say anything else.
Where are you going?
Out of the crypt.
As in where out of the crypt?
Gonna go to the place where the crypt keeper was sleeping.
Oh, so you're gonna go upstairs and try to go to one of the rooms?
Yeah.
I see, okay. Okay. Is anyone else doing anything as Beryl walks out?
Esther will follow Beryl.
I'm resting.
So you're staying down here?
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on.
Look, they're really upset. Please, just... Can we not be stubborn and just take a rest, not in this room?
I think Josie has a point.
I'm fine. I'll watch the whole thing. If we split up now, we're just gonna be worse in all senses.
Leaving the most protected place for us to rest in is illogical and foolish.
Sometimes shit ain't logical. They all almost just died, Silas.
Silas gives you a look. It kind of says it all. Coming from like, yeah, and the look that he's giving.
I take back what I said before. I agree with your sister. I don't think, regardless of if this place is defensible or not, I don't think people will be able to rest in any sense of the term if they're down here.
Where are we going, sister?
Just out of this room, we'll see where Beryl and Astrid went. We'll find a corner of the cemetery, or a good tree, or something.
Silas will stand up and look as though he's following Josie.
Not everyone knows how to rest in a place where they've suffered.
I think Jake just locked back out. No, he's.
I'm right here.
No, that was
Karina.
Karina.
That's very nice.
Sorry, your screen moved. So
Sayonara.
Yikes.
That's also what I want to do when Silas talks.
Everything's breaking around me today, guys. I'm really.
So you guys are going to start making your way out of the crypt, following Beryl and Astrid. Soul, what are you doing?
She sits down where she is, avoiding eye contact.
Okay.
Josie notices Soul not leaving. She's stopping.
Okay.
Silas is going to walk over to Soul. Soul, I rarely make a request such as this. But seeing as how things have gone how they have, and that everyone's potions have been used, would you please accompany the rest of us?
He looks up at Silas. She has a broken look on her face and just kind of stands up.
And then are you all walking out? Including you, Soul?
She'll follow him.
Okay. Beryl and Astrid, the two of you will make it to the room first as you open up the door into a wooden area that is noticeably warmer as you step in. However, the room is a mess. The bed is shattered, the desks and everything are a wreck. As you can tell, a fight happened here, and not a close one. As there is blood on the floor still.
Seeing that, she's just gonna close. She's gonna not stay in the room. Like she'll take Astrid's hand and like pull away to close the door.
Okay.
Yeah, Astrid won't fight it.
And then just sort of like give a small head nod, like a gesture to the entrance to the actual mausoleum.
As you look outside, it is still raining as well.
And just sort of walk over to like the doorway and sit down right there.
Okay. Astrid, are you doing anything?
Yeah, she's gonna take advantage of the fact that Beryl's a lot lower on the ground, and she's gonna cut the sides of her face and just sort of examine her.
I mean, she's a wreck. She's, her face is dirty and muddy with tears.
Yeah, Astrid will wipe her face clean, and then she'll sit down next to Beryl.
Okay. As unless something happens between two of yours and quick talk, the rest of the party would arrive to Beryl and Astrid sitting just at the entrance of the mausoleum. Rain coming down outside. As what do you all do?
Waiting to see what Joe.
Beryl like sat down.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This spot's as good as any. Back up against the wall. Y'all rest, though. Make sure nothing's coming.
I'll join you.
And Josie's gonna do like an active patrol, basically.
Oh, he wouldn't go that far. He just. I thought you were just sitting and watching outside.
He's gonna use her, like. This doesn't actually help me outside of combat, but I can't be surprised.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that doesn't help you just outside of combat. That helps you in a lot of ways.
Yes. So.
Sure.
Not gonna be surprised.
Well, assuming nothing happens, you'll get a short rest anyway. And does nothing happen, is the question.
How does Josie look physically?
She is just like a almost negligible amount below bloodied.
Astrid, are you going to say something?
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
I mean,
Sit
she's gonna play Song of Rest.
Okay.
Mm.
Sorry about that, Ben. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was trying to keep it brief. He would just sit down then.
Okay. Song of Rest applies for the short. Okay. As the hour would go by, the rain would continue to pour down, but it would let up a bit still near the end, as it is not as rainy afterward. As you all sit, after an hour completes, you all get your short rest.
Sorry, is Song of Rest just a one-time thing, or is it applied to each hit die?
Just a one.
Okay.
Be crazy if it applied to each tie, though.
Yeah, it would be.
I wonder if the Wednesday tradition is going to be that there will never be a Wednesday game without a bard.
Alex, I admire your consistency here.
Mm.
Oh, there you go. I just needed to make an asshole comment about it and fixed it.
5. 5. 5.
10.
5.
Honestly, the five would have been fine there. Would have gotten me to full.
5. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
Suppose I could roll hit die for James Massa.
No. Just let what happens, happens.
Wow. No, I'm not going to do that.
Still not at full.
Damn.
Yeah.
James only
Everyone's
has...
very consistent.
James only has 3 hit die, by the way, right now. But it's enough. Not to get him to full, but to make him look a bit better. As physically, I'm sure all of you are mostly feeling better by this point. Except for Beryl. Beryl, you still feel sore and tired. So what do you all do? The rain continues to come down, but it's not as hard now. In fact, it is no longer heavy rain, so that would not be affecting anything aside from just raining. From slight penalties to perception.
Need to report this to somebody. I don't know who, because half the people that we trust are, not like outside of town. I was not gone, as in dead, but outside of town. But we should go back.
By the way, did Gulcher ever reply to my sending?
No.
Fuck you.
Why would you expect her to reply?
She thinks
I expected at least, like, the letter K, you know?
No.
she left you on red.
Correct. If the thing she's gonna say is just okay, she's not gonna say anything. She's one of those. Go on, though. Isaac was saying that you need to report to someone.
Yeah, we should get back to town and just,
Our best
make
bet.
sure that town's still there.
If we're going back to town, we want to take extra care to be hyper vigilant about avoiding everything.
Roll perception. As you're making your way back to town, you spot something strange on your move. Well, firstly, before that, is anyone else doing anything as you guys move back to town? And are you just going straight back to town?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Before leaving the room,
Yep.
Soul would pull out a star lily,
Stargazer
produce
lantern.
flame,
Mm-hmm.
slowly burning it,
Okay.
and then saying a prayer in Elvish,
Okay.
and then spreading the ashes over his bed.
Fair enough.
Latom.
Okay. As you move, Josie, you spot something strange. On one of the off roads that would connect to this road, leading back to town, you spot what is obviously what you think is a group of ogres at first, but then once you get a clearer look, it is a group of dead ogres with severely burned skin, horrid wounds across their body, looking badly, badly hurt and dead. On an off-road toward the side.
Are they in like a pile?
Not in a pile, they are lay where they likely had died.
Okay, like where they fell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She would kind of quietly point to them and just ask, "Is that unusual?"
I mean, these were living ogres, right? Not undead?
There's dead, yeah, they were living ogres.
I mean, them to randomly die would be quite unusual.
Well, Josie's not making any attempt to get closer to it. She'd prefer to just get back to town, so.
It's fair. Is anyone doing anything at it being pointed out?
No.
Okay.
I would walk just close enough to, like, scan them over for wounds or...
I mean,
markings.
there are wounds across them that you could see from where you were.
Okay.
They looked
No.
like, weapon wounds that cut deep, and the wounds were lined with as if they were burned as they were cut as well. But as you all make your way back toward the town gate, you arrive outside of town to a now body-covered battlefield. Dead bodies of guards, dead bodies of ogres, and dead bodies of kobolds about. As you see Guard Captain Galtra take her hammer, or was it her sword, and she just jab it into the side of the head of an ogre that's dead, as she is not looking good. Like, barely standing, and she just goes, fucking prick. As she drips it out. Sees you all
Didn't
approaching.
hear what she said.
She said fucking prick.
Oh, okay.
As she sees you all approaching, wobbly and tired, she goes, "And you people are alive." Ugh. Pillar in the sky's gone. I assume you did something.
You'd be assuming a lot.
Besides pissing off the annoyed mage who can break second magic. And merely putting up the fight that we could. The Crypt Guardian is dead and was taken with them.
Did you stop what they were doing?
Seems they were wanting body that was in the crypt, which was already gone. They didn't get what they wanted initially.
Already gone, huh? Huh. Fuck. Well, a lot of people have been left dead today. That's not good to hear. Alright. We're not in a creepy moment anymore. So we don't need the foul music. Go with the sad violin music playlist.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Astrid play Despacito.
She looks over the corpses of the ogres, guards, and kobolds, and she goes, I'm gonna have to tell a lot of people about dead relatives tomorrow.
Do you send any soldiers further down the road where we came from?
No. No. We were holding here. I wanted to try and push back and send them your way to see if they could catch up to help, but we were fighting for a while.
There's a group of ogres that we passed that are dead. Like, pets that had seal marks on them.
Maybe a group of adventurers came by them. Ogres got in their way, killed them. Pricks decided not to come help out. Happens all the time, probably.
That have potentially been the vampire.
I don't fucking know. You think I know the vampire?
Oh, as Sal says that, he would actually like glance over at Astrid.
Okay. She wouldn't have said that then.
Possibly, I don't actually know him any better than any of you. I've never interacted with him when you weren't there.
I take it the town secure at the very least.
Yeah. There was an attack inside, though. I haven't gotten the details. Lady
Ambush.
Elsani's manor. Someone, attacked there.
She alright?
I don't fucking know. I just killed this last ogre.
Well, that was to be our first stop anyway.
Yeah.
If everyone's up to it, I think we should head there.
She starts limping back as Guard Captain Galcha just collapses against the wall of the gate, looking out as you all are doing your thing.
We were heading to the manor.
Heading to the manor. Okay.
Or estate, sorry.
As you go into the city and start moving your way toward the estate, what sort of pace are you moving at?
Fast.
Okay. As you move fast and arrive at the gates of the manor that are pushed in, obviously broken in. As you head inside, I imagine, as the front door is broken open as well, as there are corpses of guards at the side of the gate and some going toward the building as well. And there's a strange blue ichor in what looks like reptilian-like footprints that walk in the mud from the entrance of the gate deeper toward the entrance of the manor.
Does it look like there's enough to get a sample?
It's been, like, mixed and washed with the rain. Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Earl just stomps past it and rushes through.
Sure. As you'd rush through, you'd get inside, and where would you be heading to?
The room with the fireplace that we met with her.
Okay. Are any of you keeping an ear out as you move?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Roll perception. You know, it really is something. It's really a special day. I'm so thankful for everything. Isaac and Beryl, as you two are making your way toward the room to the like living area, as you make your way toward there, both of you would hear what sounds like "Are you all right, my lady?" From a room further down the way, like to the left in the hallway. Like just hearing it on the tip of your ears. Not from the fireplace room, but down that hall.
Earl would immediately redirect to that room.
Okay. Would you all be following Beryl?
Isaac would call out first and go, Lady Alsani, it's, the adventurers, you know? They don't have a name yet.
She knows you guys.
Beryl doesn't even knock, she just pushes
Well,
through.
you start rushing down the hallway, and there's an open door at the end of the hall. And before you could make to the end, you hear a "Stop!" As you hear what sounds like the whirling of machinery, and then "Do not move forward. I do not know who you..." As she gets cut off, as she goes, "Calm yourself. One of you come in, single file, just alone first."
Step in.
As you step in with your rush, and you see what was likely an office room before, now completely wrecked and destroyed. And one pressing, obvious thing that you see, slammed into the side of the wall at the back of the room, with what looks like the head maid standing right beside it, is a corpse. The corpse of the Merchant Guild representative, except he looks different. His scales are ablit with blue, sickening magic as he stands there, like he's changed different, as he's laid in the wall, leaking what looks like a blood mixed with arcane fluid out onto the floor. As in his chest, there are several weapons made of what looks like entirely a white material that doesn't look like metal. And it doesn't look like bone either. It looks strange, as it's all filled inside of his body. And you see that the head maid taking her arm, which is strange looking now, is from the wrist up. It is an axe now that is made entirely out of that same white material, as she just removes it from the corpse. And you see her arm begin to whirl and go back to the shape of an arm as it does, as you hear machinery move. And you would see Lady Ilsani, badly wounded with her eye closed and blood leaking down her left eye, sitting on what looks like an intact chair at the side with the head maid watching you very carefully as you enter, as another completely white blade would shoot out from the top of her arm, as Lady Ilsani would go, She looks up toward you. Tell me something that only you guys would know. Would you? That I also know, if you could.
Something that we know?
I was disguised as a god when we interrogated the Red Wizard.
I'll take that. That's minuscule enough. All of you can come in. As would all of you enter.
I doubt it, but by any chance, do I recognize whatever material this white shit is?
In fact, you can roll me survival. You don't know what it is, but you've seen this material before in old world ruins. You have no idea what it is, though. It was always very sturdy, and whenever you tried to, like, get it for scrap, it was immovable, almost. And as you all enter, the head maid would look to Lady Elsani. She would go, "My lady, we don't know." Lady Elsani has her hands up because it's all right. With how this is all developed, I doubt that there's more people coming after me right now. As the head maid just looks at you all cautiously still. And if any of you take a closer look at her now, you see that there are wounds across her body, but there isn't blood coming out of them. Instead, there is a clear white fluid that comes out from her wounds.
I'm guessing by the body in the wall that my suspicions that there was something wrong about the Merchants Guild leader was accurate.
Yes. It appears he was an undead. An undead of a particular special make that can only be... Well, the way of creating them is only known to the cult of Tiamat. It is not an easy fight. They have the ability to switch between immunity to magic and a limited immunity to magic and resistance / immunity to weapons. Would have nearly killed me on my own if... Well, if you weren't here, she says, looking to the head maid.
So this was the cult of Tiamat's doing.
I didn't say that. I just said that it is a method known only to members of the cult of Tiamat.
Does the inheritor of... He pauses. So, do you remember the exact term, twin what?
Inheritor of the twin dragon's blood.
I'm sorry to say my head isn't in the right place right now, so it doesn't strike me as something I've heard before right at the moment.
Well, it seems they were after the corpse.
They. Slow down. What happened?
The title I gave, that soul gave you.
Who
The
is
mage.
this person?
I don't know their name. They were a sickly looking white dragonborn with green eyes.
Okay. What did you...
They were
I'm
after-
going to guess you all ran towards the pillar in the sky.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
To the corpse that we already investigated and was already missing. They were rather upset when they found out that the corpse was already missing. They killed the Crypt Guardian, nearly killed all of us, and then they left with the Crypt Guardian's body.
You're forgetting the part where They undid second magic.
I haven't forgotten that, I assure you. And they also had a undead form of a dragon.
Methods of rising dragons from to undead is also a method only known to the cult of Tiamat for the most part. Strange. Tiamat cultists don't generally work with ogres. Kobolds. Well, that's not unnatural. But ogres? She just sits there. Her hand in her head in her hand is... You can't tell if she's thinking or if she's just, like, blankly staring at the floor. What happened? You all went to this... to the light. Crypt Keeper was dead, I'm going to assume was the cemetery, and he wanted the corpse. But the corpse wasn't there.
Correct?
And they did not know that the corpse wasn't there.
Most definitely not.
Was
They
he...
were
Was he
extremely
No.
upset.
I don't suppose he'd have a reason to act like he was upset in front of you all.
Very unlikely that he was acting.
And when they left, they went to a different plane, leaving the undead that were present inert.
How many people or things were there?
At the cemetery.
Yes, you keep saying they. I assume there was... Was it just the mage? Or...
He was controlling a Fey hero, Galak Iramak.
A name I recognize but don't know off the top of my head.
He saved the Feywild a long while ago. Helped the Fey court.
Why would a Fey hero be helping a necromancer like that?
He didn't want to. He was being controlled. I don't know how, but he tried his hardest to stop.
There were black, rune-like markings on the arm of the sickly white dragonborn man that seemed to make themselves more apparent when he forced the hand further of the Fey hero.
Huh.
Beyond that, there was a pair of gas, an undead ogre, a pair of skeletal minotaurs, a couple of skeleton humanoids, and the skeletal dragon.
She goes to stand up. As she does, she, like, almost falls, but the maid instantly rushes over her and catches her and goes, "Please, remain seated, my lady." As she goes, "Right. I'm not taking in what you're saying right now, I'm sorry. I'm understanding it, but... I got hit on the head a lot. And I got hit a lot. I think I need to lay down for a bit."
Isaac would turn to the maid and say, "What exactly happened here? Were they targeting the lady?"
I rushed in when I heard the sound of something happening to that creature attacking Lady Elsani.
And it was just him?
It was only him, and only him was sufficient enough. So Lady Elsani goes, "I could have taken him, but... well, it was a difficult fight. It probably wouldn't have looked too good if I had to do it alone. I didn't look too good. I don't look too good after having to do it with someone else, huh?
Do you mind if I investigate the body?
Sladiel Sunny looks to it and goes, "Be careful. Undead can be volatile still after their second death."
Understood. Isaac would go up to the body, and I want to inspect it for really anything, I guess. Check its pockets, see if it's got any instructions. Like, you said it looked transformed. It didn't look like the merchant guy. It looked like him.
It looks like him, but it definitely looks altered. So, what are you looking for?
I'm checking to see what's in his pockets first off.
Roll investigation.
I'll assist him with whatever he's looking for.
With a nat 20, you find what looks like a coin purse.
Is that?
Yeah, in his pockets.
Can I activate magic awareness?
As you activate magic awareness, there's a strange duality coming from him. There is a lack of magic, like a void devoid of magic that destroys magic, and then there is an abundance of magic, as if powerful enchantment magic.
Does the void look like it's coming from anywhere in particular, or is it just both of them are...
Both of them exist in like a dual state across the body currently. Though all magics are fading from him, you can tell.
Does the coin purse contain coins? Or is it something else?
Roll me a wisdom check, Beryl. And Isaac, as you open the coin purse, there's just coins in there.
Okay.
That's all you get, Beryl. Go on, Isaac.
Can I make a... so he didn't have any, like, sort of, like, jewelry on him or any iconography that would be, like, I don't know, important of any sort, recognizable?
I mean, you looking across his body now, and not just his pockets?
Yeah.
You could roll me investigation or survival. And Silas, you still assisting?
Sure am.
Okay. 20. You find something carved into his neck.
Ooh.
And it looks weird. Roll me...
Is it writing?
No, it is not. It's a symbol. As you attempt to look at it, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Sure.
You feel your eyes almost like darting to try and not perceive it. But as you look at it, you see a strange symbol carved into his neck. 3 symbols. The first is what looks like a fang that is split in 2 at the center, making 2 jagged edges of like a claw, not a fang. Then there's what looks like the long stinger of a scorpion's tail. And finally, a shark's tooth.
A split claw, a scorpion stinger, and a shark's tooth?
Yes. Arranged in a triangle with each other.
There's a weird symbol carved into his neck.
Is that right?
And I would describe the symbol to the group.
The minute you describe it, Lady Osani shoots up and looks to you and goes, "What did you say?"
A split claw, a scorpion's tail.
She shoots up from her chair, instantly. As you see her wince and almost fall, the headmaid goes to move. She goes, "No," as she just starts walking over. As the headmaid looks concerned at her rushing over, as she bleeds along the way. As she walks up over to you, Isaac, if you're still, like, there by the neck, she, like, pushes you out of the way and goes to look, toward, the, symbol. As she just stares at it.
What does it mean, lady?
She looks to the headmaid and goes, "I need you to send word to both Satanta and Sile to return here immediately." As the headmaid goes, "My lady, you are badly wounded. That should be the first." As Lady Osani goes, "I'll be fine. Go, send word." As the headmaid looks to her concerned, but does a bow and goes to walk out of the room, clearly in a rush. As dizzy, you see Lady Osani, like, stumble backward and, like, fall onto the desk right behind her and hold herself up.
I go to stabilize her.
Okay, as she goes, it's never ending. Sometimes. Oh my god. By the gods.
What is it, my lady?
That is the symbol of the Umbral Order.
I have a little history on that, or have I never heard of it?
Never heard of it. Silas and Josie. You don't know why, but the name sort of turns your stomach.
Who are they?
An organization. No, a cult. An evil, evil group of people. That are dedicated to the worship of 3 demon lords. I know only one of the demon lords that they worship, being Demogorgon. This is a sign of ill times to come, as she points at the symbol. A bad sign indeed.
Why do you think they targeted you?
I don't know. But I am going to find out.
Jake, you said she's bleeding?
Yes.
I pull out my healer's kit. I don't mean to interrupt, but perhaps you should let me bandage you up so that I can try to stop the bleeding.
She presses her hand against the wound as you see her almost focus as if she wants to cast the spell. But then looks to her hand and goes, "Alright. I would appreciate the assistance."
I'll use my healer's kit to bandage her up to try to, get the bleeding to stop.
You'd be able to do so. I need to sleep. And well, we all need for Satanta and Sile to return as soon as possible.
think it would be wise if we stayed here to ensure your safety?
I agree.
I can arrange guest rooms for each of you if you would like. There are enough rooms in my home.
I know you need your rest. A simple question, if it is easy enough to answer, if not, I understand. Are you aware of what regions this cult stretches to?
I'd be more aware of regions they don't. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm pulling up my own backstory for the name of the country we're from.
Lascivium? Specifically Angrel.
So they're very prolific. Out of character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would be asking her if either of those are places they're not.
I have no reason to... I have no reports that would indicate to me that they are not there. From my knowledge.
So I was going to cast a message.
Okay.
And messaging Lady Ilsani.
Mm-hmm.
After you've rested, we should conversate.
You just see her nod. And you'd understand why she was nodding. Clearly a yes.
Right.
If we must wait a moment for to return. When she does, she can arrange rooms for you all. I apologize if our accommodations aren't as this pause is from her. She's very clearly like stuck in thought. Fit as they usually are.
I go to give her a hand.
She just hold her hand up. I'm fine. I can stand for a bit.
I know you can.
Is there any of you doing anything while you wait for the maid to return?
There's still, like, white weapons in the body.
Yes, though, as you turn to look at them, you see at least one of them is slowly, like, disintegrating.
Can I try to take it out of the body before it does?
You want to try and take one?
Yeah.
Need you to roll
Or
athletics.
at least go touch it. Athletics?
Yeah. High DC.
Actually, a proficient in athletics, ironically.
You pull at it, very heavy. Does not come loose.
I know this might not be the most opportune time to be asking questions, ma'am, but do you know what this is made of?
Huh? Oh. No. I don't. I'm... 1 second. I have to actually pull up the maid's name now. Whoever that is. Because I don't remember it.
Morena.
Morena. Yeah, she's spacey enough that she would say it as she would go. I'm not the one who made Morena.
Do you know where she's from?
Serovia, of course.
Can we help you to your bed?
Morena will help me after she gets you all to where you need to be. Any of you doing anything else while you wait?
Cole would walk up to the corpse
Mm-hmm.
and begin ritually casting Gentle Repose.
Fair enough. Don't want him to get double undead. As you go to do that, okay. How long is your ritual cast of Gentle Repose?
How long does it last?
No, how long does it take to cast?
Sorry, 10 minutes.
Okay. You'll be allowed to take the full 10 minutes to finish casting it, but Marana would return before the 10 minutes is up. Lady Osani would inform her that you are all staying here tonight, and she would arrange rooms for you all. Would you all be sleeping separately, together? What would you like your arrangement to be?
We agreed that we weren't going to sleep separately.
What's the largest amount of people that could sleep together or sleep in the same room comfortably?
Probably 2. Probably about 3, actually, with the rooms they have. But one person would... I mean, the beds are big enough for 2 people. And there are some rooms that have 2 beds.
I don't know if we do 3 to a room.
Cole would look at the numbers and ask
Oh,
to
yeah.
sleep alone.
Oh, you were the one that had an intruder in your room.
Arana would chime up because if your worry is about intruders, know that the defenses of this place, while breached by that creature, are very good, and I will be alerted to any intruder as soon as they step foot on the premise.
Still don't think any of us should be sleeping on our own.
Soul should take my bed. I can meditate on the floor.
Ignoring what they said, Soul would look at her and ask, do you have protections from shades?
I don't know what that is. The protections here are protections that inform me of people when they enter, and also prevent people from getting in without setting off alarms.
I don't mind sleeping alone.
So how are you guys sleeping?
2, 2, and 3.
2, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Is that good with everyone?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is anyone not going to sleep in 223? Gonna give it to the count of 5. Okay. As your sleeping way is decided, as you groups would be led to the rooms, as you would have very, very nice bedrooms to be able to sleep in. Do any of you... Well,
Very quickly before we went into the room, could I have asked Morena to look at her arm?
she looks to you and goes, "What?
Can I look at your arm?
For what reason, may I ask?"
Just think it's interesting. And
Oh.
the lady mentioned something about that material that was dug up into the body.
She frowns. She looks to the lady, who is very clearly, like, again, spacey right now. Something I imagine she wouldn't have said if she was not in the state she is in.
I'm sorry. But she did. I can leave it alone.
It is strange to ask a person to just look at their arm, and that is what I am. I am a person.
I know.
I just saw the Alex saying I sent BRB to Karina instead of chat. That's really funny.
If anything important had come up, I would have let y'all know that she wasn't there, but instead we spent 3 minutes trying to figure out what bedrooms everyone was going to sleep in, so it didn't seem pertinent.
She goes, "I don't know what your curiosity is, but I'm going to say no."
Okay.
See, like, was glancing at you as she said that, like, almost bracing, and then seemed shocked when you just say, "Okay." As she shakes her head and then leads you all toward your rooms and such. Do any of you have anything you want to do before sleeping?
Beryl would very briefly, like, if she could, just put a hand on Lady Ilsani at any point, and give her bolstering magic.
Okay.
If she had any late night spells she needed to cast. She's got a up to second level.
What a shame she didn't get the 3rd.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait. Second level is well enough, actually. As the minute you give her that, she presses her hand against her temple as she casts, to those who know the spell, obviously Lesser Restoration. As you see her take a breath in and goes, "Ah, okay. That is a lot better."
Oh, good. I'm glad I could be of some help.
My mind was assailed by the magic, and it had hurt my mental strength. It is why I could not speak as well before. And why I realize now I made a slip that I should not have. As she rubs her temples. Regardless, thank you, Beryl.
Aye, anytime. Well, not anytime, but, you know, sometimes.
And let me think here. Yeah. I think I'm going to call session now. As I feel you're about to go to bed, that's a good place to call it, and it gives enough time for next week in case James has something he wants to say to the party before that. And it's, a bit before what I planned on calling anyway, if it happened.
I was undead the whole time.
As that's going to be session, I hope you all had fun. I know that was a very stressful and close one. As a lot of you did get away just by the skin of your teeth there, not ending up on the dead zone, which I am happy with. As that is the session, I hope you all had fun. There will be a variety of different things we will cover next week. And I am going to do some thinking about whether you guys are going to be level 7 or not. Nothing confirmed yet, but I'm going to do some thinking about what that level means. Nonetheless, that was the session. I hope each of you had fun. I am going to say goodbye to the stream very quickly. So, I'm going to do that if you want to say goodbye to the stream very quick.
Bye, stream.
And I will be back after that. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Alright. Thanks to everyone who watched along. A lot of people joining us on these nights nowadays, and thanks for watching. Though I'm pretty sure I know most of you. Nonetheless, hope you had a good time watching along, and hope you watch us next time. Salute, as per usual, to Ollie, our single and most powerful mod. And that's going to be the session. Catch y'all next time. Night.